we can play the who said this game or who said that game. But I tell you this, Mauricio Suleiman's on tape saying Canelo requested that belt, that designation. Canelo's I've never ever 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 ever. If you could, somebody do me a favor. Everybody that's watching this video, do me a favor. Post a link where Canelo says he's glad, he's so thankful he got this franchise belt, and it means a lot to him to be recognized as this uh, super champion. Post that in the link for me, please. Post that on my thread or whatever they call that shit on Twitter. Post it. They'll do whatever for Canelo. We back Canelo. That's what they call we back Canelo. We back Canelo. That's what it is, dude. And it's like, man, okay, Canelo, we get it. You don't want to take the risk because you're making a lot of money. Rest in peace, Marvin Hagler. He said it best, dude. He said it best. When you're I'm paraphrasing. I'm probably gonna scratch this up because I'm in the new school. He said, it's hard to train when you wake up in or you go to sleep in whatever silk pajamas and silk sheets and shit. And that's true. Canelo is already, bro, he's been a millionaire for like a long time now, dude. He was already young and hungry and determined already. He's already done that. Canelo's already done that. And now you're telling me that the media can say he's the best and he can fight the least resistance opposition and still get paid handsomely for that shit? You think he's gonna risk it fighting Charlo or Andre? I'm gonna put myself in Canelo's shoes because I'll do that. Because you guys think I'm always hating on Canelo. If I was Canelo, I probably would be doing the same thing that he's doing because it's smart. You get to keep your health, your brains, you get to keep your money, you get to see your family every day, all that shit. And you get to beat up a bum and look good and do what you love to do, which is your art, your craft, which is boxing, right? So why risk fighting a hard, undefeated young lion that wants to take my spot for the same money I'm making for fighting a bum? Canelo robbing the bank and he laughing, taking the least competition for the most money. Like, dude, if I was a boxer, right, I'll be saying to myself, like, man, what the fuck am I doing wrong where a boxer can get paid 30 million to fight less opposition, but here I am in the ranking fighting some guy named Ijech Kubjak or some Russian dude or Ukrainian dude with the all his fucking all the letters in his last name is capitalized, because that's where he's from. I'm in the ranking fighting that type of guy for $800,000, $700,000, and this guy grew up eating bricks for fucking breakfast, and I gotta fight him off. Meanwhile, you fighting this bum knocking them out for millions. I will be so upset as a boxer. Think about it. You're going up the ranks. You're fighting all these tough ass dudes from different countries, champions from all over the coast of the world. Because you do. And here's the thing: you're not some big superstar. You can't just be like, I don't want to fight a Mexican fighter. When you're coming up the ranks, you can't just be like, oh, I don't want to fight a Mexican fighter. Oh, I don't want to fight a Black American fighter. But no, Canelo can say that shit because he gets all this money and everybody kiss ass to him because you know why everybody kiss ass to him? Because Canelo, his name, it brings money around that situation. Like the media can eat off of it, the venues can eat off of it. The fans can have a good time watching them and all that shit. It's just money around Canelo. So why would you want to disrupt that? Why would you want to look? Think about it. Think about it. You see Charlo, right? You see how Charlo be on those interviews? Like he be barking at people. People be like, "Hey, Charlo, So what do you think about fighting Canelo? Nigga, stop asking me about Canelo. Nigga, I'm a man. Start talking about Canelo, dude. I want to talk about, he started barking on. Why would the media want a guy like that to be the head of boxing? Imagine Charlo, the undisputed champion at 168 or 160, and the media wants to go talk to Charlo, and he's fucking barking at him and shit. And they're just like, you know what? I can't deal with this guy. He's just, But with Canelo, yeah, we can talk about Canelo. Read our article about how he has pajamas on today. These pajamas look nice. You know, Stuff like that. Money circulates around Canelo, and that's why the media and mainstream want Canelo to be in the position that he is in. Canelo's gonna beat Billy Joe Saunders with ease, and I feel like he's gonna beat Caleb Plant. Well, the other Charlo win anyway from undisputed. Yeah, the other Charlo gonna be undisputed, yo. And you know why the other Charlo's gonna be undisputed? Because the champions that he's fighting, the champions fans that he's fighting don't say, who has Charlo beat? Who has he beat? Who has he beat? Oh, Charles Hatley. Who's that guy? Rosario. Who's that guy? That guy's a bum. Look, he got knocked out. Yeah. That's why he's over there. That's why he's over there collecting all them belts because there's no fans saying that dumbass shit. The man is just going there and doing the fuck he gotta do. Charlo, he can't do that in his division. And people say, oh, why you just don't fight Andre? Why fight Andre when you guys are already not even giving Andre credit, dude? You guys are already saying Andre is the fucking worst boxer ever in the whole fucking world. So what does that make Charlo if he beats the worst boxer in the world? Exactly. You know what Charlo needs to do? What Charlo need to do? He need to fight David Benavidez.